So you've been diagnosed with MS. It's life-changing, overwhelming, and honestly, the reactions you might get from people may surprise you even more than the diagnosis itself. Hi, I'm Robin Pino. I've been living well with MS since 2014, and my mission is to help those who are newly diagnosed with MS navigate it and live well with confidence. Today, let's talk about the 4 types of people you may encounter after your diagnosis and how you can manage your responses to them. All right, let's get into the 4 different types of people. The first one, I like to call them the fixer or the opinion giver or the advice giver. This is the type of person that as soon as you share your diagnosis with them, they are going to share books, articles, Google links. They're gonna DM you with Instagram, healing properties, or your neighbor's cousin green juice solutions. I actually really liked these people because it gave me an enormous amount of stuff that I could research. When I was diagnosed, I received video links, I received book suggestions, and I kind of compiled them all in one place. And when I had the capacity to go through them and research each of the suggestions that spoke to me, I actually was able to find really great resources. These people, their intentions are usually really good. Just remember that you don't need to try every suggestion. The best way to respond to them is by smiling and simply saying thank you, and then doing what's best for you. If you feel overwhelmed and you don't have the capacity to research every single solution that they've provided you, start a note in your phone app and simply list all of the different suggestions. And when you have the capacity to actually go through them, you can take a look at the ones that resonate with you. Number 2 is the woe is me mentality, or possibly the ghoster. These are the type of people who will usually respond right away with an, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I've come to learn that it's really just a societal niceness to say I'm so sorry when they don't know what to say. But for me, it seemed like they were thinking about what happens if this were to happen to them. I didn't like this at all. For me, it seemed like pity, and I didn't want anyone's pity. I have come to learn that it's really just a societal niceness to say I'm so sorry when someone gives you health bad news. I just personally didn't like it. I hated it because MS is not a terminal illness. I'm not about to die, and I didn't like that energy that I was getting from others. What I ended up doing is when I started telling people about my diagnosis and realizing that they might say, "I'm so sorry," I started my sentence by saying, "I'm about to tell you something, and I would really appreciate if you didn't say I'm so sorry after I tell you what I'm about to tell you." The other thing about this type of person is they may end up ghosting you. They may end up disappearing after you tell them about your diagnosis. It's because they might not be able to handle what you've just told them. They are thinking about what it might be like if that happened to them, and they can't handle being in your life. They might not know what to say. It might make them feel uncomfortable. They're thinking about how they would feel if it happens to them. And to be honest, it can hurt to lose these friendships. And it's okay to grieve these friendships. Not everyone is meant to walk on this journey with you. Your group might get smaller, but to be honest, it actually might get stronger. Before we get to the ones that will make your group stronger, let's talk about number 3, and that is the cheerleader or the toxic positivity club. So you might meet a relentless cheerleader. They might say things like, "Oh, it could be worse. It's not that bad, stay positive." While positivity and hope help and is necessary after a diagnosis, toxic positivity or too much positivity is not helpful. Please know that you are allowed hard days. Please know that you are allowed to have people in your life that you can vent to and can support you when you're having a hard day. And when you encounter someone like that, they might not know what to do, but they also might not actually want to help, but they're saying something nice to show that they appear to be helpful. And to be honest, I never actually asked anything of these people. The only people that I asked help for were the ones that showed up and actually just started doing things or suggesting things that I might need. Because during a diagnosis, your brain is so overwhelmed, you can't think about what you might need. Looking back, on my diagnosis, I could have asked for laundry help or help going grocery shopping or someone to come over and do my dishes. But for acquaintances that say, "Let me know how I can help," inviting them over and asking to do your dishes is not something most people will do. So this is where number 4 comes in. These are the true supporters. These are the practical helpers. So they're gonna come and they're gonna do things for you, or they're gonna show up for you in ways that you didn't even think of yourself. So for me, when I was diagnosed, I had a friend come immediately to the hospital with a smoothie. I had another friend come with a green juice, a salad, and moisturizer because my skin got really dry in the hospital overnight. So these are the people that just show up for you. These are the people that are gonna listen. They're not gonna try to fix things. They're not gonna ghost you, and they don't dismiss your reality. These are the people that you're gonna wanna keep close. You're gonna wanna lean on them. And these are the people that when they ask, how can I help? You can actually depend on them. All right, so let me know in the comments what type of people you have encountered so far and what type of questions or responses you've received. If this video is resonating with you, would you give it a thumbs up? So those are the 4 types of people you may encounter: the fixer, the ghoster, the cheerleader, or the true supporter. You'll probably see a mix of all 4 in your life. What matters most is focusing your energy on the ones that make you feel seen and heard. If you're newly diagnosed and want help figuring out some lifestyle changes that you can do to improve the quality of your life, you can download my Autoimmune Thriving Guide at the link in the description. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more autoimmune thriving content, because it's so much better to thrive than just survive. Thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see you in the next video.